Hello everyone, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Planning and Project Management, today's lecture. So, today's lecture is about resource loading. So, in this lecture, I will tell you how to calculate the resources for your schedule, for your activities. What are the productivity norms? What does the productivity norm means? And what are the standard productivity rates? As I have standard productivity rates from different companies also where I have worked, and from my experience I have also worked out some standard productivity norms for this calculation of resources. So first thing you must keep in mind that in construction each type of the project is unique, so you don't always get same productivity norms for all projects. So because this there are various factors that govern this productivity. For example, if you are working some in humid climate or some temperature, there is a temperature difference. If you are working in a Gulf country, obviously the productivity will be different. If you are working in some European countries, the productivity will be different. But anyhow, there are some rule of thumb that we will follow to calculate these resources. So, but before that, I must tell you how to import and export the XER files. And last time in the last lecture, I have told you how to create layouts, but I forgot to tell you how to import and export the layouts. So, in today's lecture, I will tell you how to import and export the layouts and also the XER your program files. So let's begin today's lecture. So here is our schedule. So I have already told you that if you want to, you right click here and you want to collapse all this activity, you can just click this button and all of your activities will be collapsed. So this is your program. Now we want to save the copy of this program. So what we will do that, we will go here, file, and there are some options are here, import and export. So if you want to save the copy of this project, so we will click export. So here it is asking us the different options, Primavera, PM, XER. So the extension for your Primavera P6 file is XER. For example, for the PowerPoint file, your extension is PPT. For the Word file, your extension is DOC. So for Primavera, your extension is XER. Then there is a Primavera Contractor XER, Primavera P6 XML, Spreadsheet, XLSX, and Microsoft Project. So also this, if you want to export into spreadsheet, then you can click this spreadsheet. So there are different options, but we want to save in a Primavera PM XER. So here is the version, there is a drop down list. So Primavera 5, 6, 6.1, 6.2, 7, so many versions are there. So for example, you want to save this file in the previous version, for example version 8. So you want to save into 19.12 or later version, the latest version that we are using here, then you click this one, you can click this one. But remember that if you are sending your file to your friend or some, for example you are working in a contractor company and you are submitting your baseline for the review of your consultant and they have the 8.2 version, so then you must save in 8.2. So okay, let's save into 15.1 version, then click next. So select the type of data to export, project, resource only, role only. So we want to export the full project, then click next. So here, which project do you want to export? Obviously, so this project is already selected. If it is, so you must check this box, then click next, and where you want to save it, just browse from here. So I want to save it on the desktop, so I will write a name here, for example name of the project, and click the finish button and close. So I have saved it on the desktop, so let's see where that file is. So this is the desktop. So here it is filed, it is saved like this, Synoply Cinema Construction Project. So now I will tell you how to import the file. So same file we will import to our EPS. So for example, if you want to import some file and someone has sent you a file for review purposes and you want to import it, or you have installed a latest version of P6 and then you want to import your file, or for example your file is some hard drive or USB, so you want to save it and import it, so then same procedure, will go to file and click the import button, Primavera PM XER, yes, then project, click next and select the location where we have saved it. So we have saved it on the desktop, so you will double click and then click next. Now it is asking us the option for the import. So it is asking us that import to where you want to import, which EPS. So it is saying that where you want to import. First, this is the option import action, update existing project, add into existing project. If you want to add this as the existing project as a separate WPS, then you must select this first option, create new project, ignore this project, place existing project, update existing project. Because why it is asking us this option? Because we have the same project in the same EPS already. We have the same project in the same EPS already, so it is asking that it must overwrite, replace existing project. You want to overwrite your project, or you want to update your project, because sometimes what happened, the file you have worked in some other computer and you have changed some relationships, some logic, some durations, and you have uploaded the sources. So when you will import this file and you want to, you will select this option, update existing project. So all of the changes that you had made in this file will be your current project that is open here, or that is already in the EPS, that will be updated. But we want to create a new project, we want to save this file as a separate new project, so you must click this option, create new project. Now it is asking where you want to import, because I have only one EPS here, enterprise, so I didn't create any extra EPS. So then from here your drop down list for EPS or EPS nodes will appear here. So you can just click your EPS and you can save your project in that location. Click next and click next and finish. So depending upon the size of your project, it will take some time. So import was successful. This message will come on your screen and close. So here we want to close all the projects, and now we want to see. So you must go to the projects. So here if you see that this is the new file that we have imported, because it was already there. So now we have two copies of the same program. Now I will tell you how to import and export the layouts. So this was our last layout that we have created. So now what happens that you also want to apply this layout to your for example, you have also P6 installed on your laptop, personal laptop, or in your office. So you have created this layout in your office and you want to transfer it to your laptop, and also if you want to save this layout for the later use, because sometimes what happens that you are using a completely new laptop or new computer and you are working somewhere else, so you want to import, you don't want to rework all this layout because it will take some time. So you want to save your time, and you just within 2-3 clicks you can import this layout that you have previously saved. So this layout we have created it. So we'll go to here, view, go to layout, and first you must open your layout, the layout you want to save. So this was sample layout that we created. So we want to export it, we want to save it. So just click export, just one button, and we'll save on the desktop, sample layout, save. That's it. So the extension for the layout file is PLF, not the PDF, PLF. Okay, somebody sends you this sample layout or any layout, so the extension will be .plf. Okay, like this here. Also, now I will open some another layout, so I will delete this layout. Okay, for example, I have, so there is option delete. Now my last layout is deleted. How to get it back? So what I will do, that I will go to view, layout, open layout, import the layout that I have saved on the desktop. Just double click. If you want to rename, just save it, apply, open. So this same layout, we have got it back. So this is the way that you can import and export your layouts that I missed in the last lecture. And also this is the way previously I have told you that how to import and export the XER files. Now come to our, because the later my next video will be regarding the resource loading and productivity norms. But before that, you must know how to import and export your files into Excel. Okay, so you want to export your file into Excel, so same way you will go to export, and here you will select this option, spreadsheet XLSX. Okay, then you will click next. Now it is asking us select the type of data to export. You want to export activities, activity relationships, expenses, resources, resource elements. So what you need to select here for the resource loading, you need to select activities, resources and resource elements. Then click next. Then check this box for your project. Okay, this is your project, it is already selected. Go to next. Then we must set here the template. So you go to add button. So template name, we will rename it resource loading. Okay, so from this drop down list you must click resource element. Always remember, then later on we will make some changes to this spreadsheet, and you must select always resource element, because now we are exporting this XER file. Then we will calculate the resources against the same activities, against the same activity IDs, and then with the VLOOKUP formula we will copy those from our Excel sheet to this Excel sheet, and then we will import that Excel sheet. So you must click here resource assignment. So in the resource assignment, what we need? Activity ID, okay. Activity status, we don't need. Resource ID, role ID, cost count, resource type, resource type, okay, fine, we need it. Okay, let it here, this start, finish. So now we want this budgeted units for our resources. So what you need? So this is a list is here, available options. So cost, date, duration, percent to complete, units. So we will click the units, and we will click this option, budgeted units, and then we will click OK, and we will click next. Now you must select the it is already saving in users as document, so you can select your location to save your file. Then click next and finish. and close. Now we will go to documents. So this file is saved it here. So if you see here, so your file will be saved like this. So here are all these tasks, but this is not the area that we are interested. We are interested here, task resources. So you see here that the first column is activity ID. Okay, so this is very important. From here we will apply the VLOOKUP formula, because your activity IDs should be the same in your schedule and also in your XER file. So this is the resource type, and then here are the budgeted units in our target quantity or budgeted units, man hours. So non-labor and all these labor sources are here. All of your sources are here. I will not go into then further topic, that is how to apply the VLOOKUP and how to upload sources. So definitely that topic I will leave for my next video, and from next video I will tell you how to change resources here, and also how to apply your VLOOKUP formula. So go through this video today, and hopefully tomorrow I will upload the next video regarding source loading. Okay, thank you.